Well, Michelle Phelps had wanted breast implants since she was a teenager because she never felt her body was properly proportioned, and she was increasingly self-conscious as her girlfriends began developing larger breasts, and she didn't. Magazines and catalogs filled with pictures of curvaceous women with beautiful cleavage may reflect today's standard of beauty or set the standard. Either way, Michelle Phelps never believed her body measured up.
I've always had long hair because I would cover up, you know, when I go to the beach, and I would have this long hair covering my breasts.
When the FDA allowed silicone back on the market for more general use last November, Michelle consulted Santa Monica plastic surgeon Dr. Reza Nabavian, who explains why silicone is sometimes preferable to saline.
Silicone implant can be close to the skin, but has the same texture as the breast tissue. It feels very natural. It allows to shape the breast naturally in a tear shape, the natural shape of the breast.
At 22, Michelle is just barely old enough under FDA guidelines to receive silicone gel implants for primary breast augmentation, but she says by waiting for the silicone, she has more realistic expectations than if she had gotten the surgery when she was 18.
I know that confidence comes from within, so I'm not expecting this to completely change everything that I need for it to change. It's going to make me feel more of a woman, you know, feeling more filled out and complete, and just being able to have that makes me happy.
Okay, well, tomorrow night, we are going to have the results of Michelle's long-anticipated surgery. We'll actually go into the operating room with her, and we'll see how she's adjusting to her new body and her new self-image 2 months later. And that's tonight's health report, so I'm interested to see.
Okay, Marta, we'll look forward to that tomorrow.
Thanks. Thanks, Marta.
Okay, in other news, since the FDA approved silicone gel breast implants last November for general use, an increasing number of women are choosing the devices over saline implants because of their natural appearance and texture. Health reporter Marta Waller is live in the newsroom with part 2 of her story on silicone breast implants. Marta.
Well, you know, Leila, Michelle Phelps wanted breast augmentation surgery since she was a young teenager because she was unhappy and she didn't like what she saw in the mirror. She was excited when silicone gel became available to her. It's 7 a.m. the day of surgery. Michelle's nervous but excited as she gets prepped to go into the OR at the office of Santa Monica plastic surgeon Dr. Reza Nabavian.
We'll give you something to relax in just a few minutes.
Michelle looks one last time over photographs to give the doctor a clear idea of just how she wants her breasts to look.
You want some kind of fold underneath.
Yeah, fold beneath and kind of, I want it to cut.
Michelle knows these pictures are just a guideline, and ultimately the surgeon has to work with her body for the best outcome. Then it's time for the operation. It goes very smoothly, and 2 hours later, Michelle has her new breast implants. They are not as large as she had originally wanted.
We went over some pictures and some sizes, and she thought she wanted to be over 400 cc's based on the pictures. And in fact, we went 75 cc's below that range, and I think she's achieved a more natural shape because we went smaller.
But Dr. Nabavian says he's pleased with the surgical outcome, but the end result is going to take some time.
As the lower part of the breast will stretch, the fullness on top will decrease, and the breast will achieve a tear shape.
A month later, Michelle is back, this time wearing a sweater that shows off her new figure, and she isn't hiding behind her hair.
It's definitely what I expected, if not more. I mean, I'm really, really happy. I really feel like I might have perfect breasts.
Michelle's self-confidence is clearly better, and she knows that with time, the natural look and feel of the implants will improve. And as far as permanence and safety?
The rupture rate from this most recent study was less than 0.2%. So it's not a common process.
Dr. Nabavian says unless an implant ruptures, women shouldn't automatically assume they must replace the implants at specified intervals. As for Michelle, well, she's already making plans for summer.
You know what's so exciting? Is that in a bathing suit, it'll look unbelievable.
It'll be really beautiful.
I have this perfect bathing suit top. I was like, oh my God, it's amazing.
Well, Dr. Nabavian says this surgery is a very big commitment. It's important for patients to ask a lot of questions and be well informed before the big day, because he says the best outcomes are the result of good communication and trust.